Fresh water. It's a finite resource that everyone on Earth needs to survive. Unfortunately, the constant stream of fresh water we enjoy here at Clemson may make us oblivious to the fact that this is not the norm. 2% of available water is fresh water, and 1% of that water is trapped in glaciers, not available for drinking. For many people in this country, declining access to clean fresh water is not an issue that we are affected by on a daily basis. Nonetheless, the supply of fresh water is shrinking due to population growth, pollution, and deforestation. Climate change exacerbates these problems by making droughts worse in some areas of the world that are already too dry to support the freshwater needs of the community. Typically, these areas of drought occur in poorer countries, but as we saw in both Flint, Michigan and throughout California, the unequal distribution of fresh water is already affecting us here in America. Some experts actually believe that our demand for fresh water will surpass the supply as early as 2030. Overconsumption of fresh water in affluent countries such as ours is also contributing to this problem. Much of the water we consume is directly through our showers, faucets, toilets, and washing machines. Some, however, is consumed indirectly through the production of gasoline, as well as plastic for the countless consumer products that we enjoy every day. According to Norton's philosophy of weak anthropocentrism, overconsumption is unethical because all humans on Earth have duties to use their limited resources as equitably as possible. This is explained in Norton's trust fund analogy, in which Norton pictures humans today as the curators of a trust, which contains all of the natural resources on the planet. Some people don't know that it actually takes 1 to 2.5 gallons of water to process and refine a gallon of gasoline. I decided to curb my freshwater consumption by taking the bus to class 3 days out of the week instead of driving. During the month that I adopted this practice, I managed to save about 4 gallons of gas, which is the equivalent of 4 to 10 gallons of fresh water being conserved. If every student living off campus were to adopt this practice, I calculate that theoretically 74,340 gallons of water could be conserved. The savings would be enormous. Of course, I realize that buses can be very crowded, but there are other ways to conserve gas, like riding a bike or carpooling, both of which I advocate as well. Finally, if the benefit to the environment and your fellow humankind doesn't convince you that adopting one of these practices is a good idea, just imagine that every gallon of gasoline you conserve equals more money in your pocket. By averaging the gas prices at my local 7-Eleven during my baseline data collection, I was able to calculate the amount of money that I saved. At the end of the 13 days in which I was taking the bus to class, I managed to save a total of $8, which, in case you didn't know, is the price of a delicious Subway sandwich.